What's up, people? Well, I knew it wouldn't last. It's amazing, and I just got a text from a buddy. What an open! Was it? Was it really? Unless you held overnight. Now, for the last 2 weeks, what have I been talking about in the chat rooms? Counter trend, holding overnights. If the market is rallying into the close, sell your longs, go short, hold them overnight because we're going to gap down. If we're rallying into the close, if we're selling off into the close, buy some stocks, hold them for the gap up the next day. Because the market basically is only good for that right now. There's no trading intraday. We're having some little tiny moves, but none of these moves have been substantiated. We reverse gap downs, we reverse the gap ups. You discourage at the open because you might want to bought something and it's already gapped up. You don't want to pile in, and then we go up a little bit higher, and then we sell off, confusing you. That's why I can't tell you enough. There's not that many people doing well in this market, so don't feel too bad. Now, here's the thing. We were looking at the FAS. We're like, hey, 250 again. Let's give it a shot here at 250. Now the stock's up 25%. Well, I just sold it. Ugh. All right, and the DDM. We're looking at DDM. This is another ETF. I was in Brooklyn yesterday. I should have made a little film, but these guys didn't really want to be on camera too much. These guys, all they do is trade these ETFs, so they showed me a little bit of what they were doing. They had an extraordinary day yesterday when the market gapped, gapping up and fade. Whatever the case was, they went short right at the right time. It was the DXD. And they were loaded up on this thing, and they all made a ton of cash yesterday. Just trading one stock pretty much all day. They made 5 trades. They did phenomenal. But, when the market ends up today, whatever it's going to be up or if it's just going to sell off, moral of the story is, once again, you have to debate whether or not you think you've missed the boat. Like on the Joy Global. The reason I like the Joy Global is they came out with earnings, and they were pretty good, relatively speaking. So that means the stock has a bid underneath it. It got upgraded a couple of times. It means the stock has a bid on it. Oh, another text message. What am I getting here? People getting too excited about this market being up for the first time. What's today? Oh. That's live. It's live television. Sorry. So, it's a joke. Basically, so if you didn't hold overnights, like the other day when we saw X back at 17.5, you had to buy some just based on the fact that that's where it bounced from last time. It's not about day trading is kind of come to a screeching halt here because, as far as I'm concerned, most of the moves, and I only look if you're a day trader. Maybe you're different than I am, and we're talking about specifically intraday trading. If you're looking to make, let's say, 2 cents, 3 cents, yeah, there's probably some opportunities out there. 5 cents, 10 cents, yeah, there's probably some opportunities out there. But if you're looking to get into it at a decent price and have a rally where you can make 40 cents, 50 cents, maybe $1, half that move, or maybe 80% of that move is already in the market when we walked in this morning. So how excited can you be about getting long? And if it's going to be a real market rally, then this gap up will just hold and we'll rally from here. But we got to see how it plays out. Right now, it looks like it's playing out like it wants to go higher. What do you know? First of all, let's go back to the company that I saved, GE. Tell me somebody bought some of those $10 calls at $1.10. I'm selling them today at $1.85. I feel no pleasure out of this at all. Because once again, when GE was at $6 and those leaps were $1.10 by $1.20, that's a situation where if you're ever going to put up 12 grand, give that a shot. That GE will somehow rally back to $10 in a year's time. That was risk reward. That was worth giving a shot. That's what you have to look at the market right now as. Where your downside is. If you're in the camp of the 5,000 camp, which now has become commonplace, so we have to assume that that's wrong. If everyone's thinking we're going to 5,000, the S&P is going to 500, and that there's no hope, didn't you hear that on television? Have you seen one person come out Finally, all the when we gonna see when they changed the vernacular, they started saying if we rally. Finally, I hate these people like when we recover, when the market rallies, like it's going to happen. Once that switched to if and I don't know, you had to be buying stocks, and that was yesterday again. You just got to listen for the key phrases, and of course, when you listen to me and you know that I have no clue of what's going on, we always rally that day. This is just despicable. Because most of the money, I mean, I'm looking at Met, I'm looking at HIG, I was looking at JP Morgan, I'm looking at the FAS, of course, DDM. Now that they're all up, what am I going to do? I'm going to sit here like a schnook. But I'm looking for something that hasn't exploded yet. The DRYS actually has come back from the dead, of course. You know, I can't even, I'm just too pissed right now. I gotta go, seriously.